All right, man, we back for the second half.
All right.
With Mr. Lonnie. All right, man, we're gonna jump into something else real quick. Now, I want to ask your perspective on something. I heard you talking about your wife. Oh, your ex-wife, right? Mm-hmm. You married her?
I'm single.
You talked about your relationship with your wife, ex-wife. Still good?
Oh man, perfect. Yeah.
You said you y'all read books to each other.
Yeah. When we first got together, we first got married. That was one of our favorite things that we would read biographies to each other, and a number of them were historical blacks, entertainers, historians. We started with Sammy Davis Jr. And man, when I read his biography, I was blown away because a lot of people really don't know all that brother endured to get to the point where he's in the stadium and people were booing him because they thought he was such a sellout. And Sammy Davis Jr. endured so much racism and did so much to move the blacks in entertainment forward, and the personal sacrifices that he made for other entertainers. It was just enlightening to read that with my wife. That was like something we could do with each other. Then we read, several other bios too, but that was one of the things.
But whose idea was that? Like, how do you think that actually like brought y'all together?
Well, we both were reading on our own in terms of, you talked about the things you have in common.
Smart.
Oh no, my ex-wife, super smart, beautiful looking woman, which they say that's your initial attraction. But man, when she opened her mouth, I was like, that's it. I got to have her, So yeah, that part of it. But the reason we're still friends, we divorced, but now, almost 20 years ago, is about 15 years ago. We never had that kind of marriage. We didn't have a volatile marriage. We just grew apart. We were polar opposites from the beginning. My wife was conservatives, family of conservatives. I'm an artist.
Yeah, you was in these streets though.
Yeah, I wasn't so much in the streets as I wasn't, let's just say, I didn't grow up wild or anything like that. It's just I was an artist. I got out.
That's what I mean by you was in
I didn't grow up conservatively. I say that for sure. But love transcends whatever differences you have. If you love her, you love her. So, but time, where you want more of the life you want. We realized that. My ex-wife, she wanted a more regular 9-to-5 guy. My schedule, I'm nocturnal. As an artist, we go on creative binges, and our life can be a bit of a carpet ride. And it's not so much that she hated or anything, it's just that I wanted to continue my pursuit. She wanted more of a normal 9-to-5 guy. And I spent a number of years trying to create that normalcy for her, because love will make you do that. But over time, I wanted to really embrace my art more.
Right.
And I knew that wasn't really going to be, it wasn't working for the both of us together.
So hold on right there. I'm gonna ask it all y'all. All right, so in y'all's opinion, do you think that love in and of itself is more compromising or accepting the person for who they actually are?
I think it's both. You definitely, it's
how can it be both?
In the sense that you have to do both at the same time. In a relationship, you're going to make compromises because you're different. You're going to come to the table with what you want, and that person's going to come with what they want.
Right.
So yeah, the compromising is how you work it together.
Yeah, how you meet each other.
Yeah, how you meet each other. But in terms of personal sacrifice, you're going to do that. But what was the other thing you said?
Accepting the person for who they actually are.
Who they actually are. Now, I have to admit, I learned personally that that's a life goal with the person, because you are learning that person, and then you don't learn everything up front. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you'll learn some things maybe a year in, and then you have to accept that too. And it may be something you.
But here's my dilemma. Here's my dilemma. All right, let's say, and I'm talking about people in general, relationships, whatever. Yeah. If you accept somebody for who they are, this is who they are.
Right.
That can be perceived as, man, that's real love. They accept me for who they are, right? Or in order for me to get closer to you, you have to compromise, or I have to compromise.
Right.
And if they compromise for each other, then that can be perceived as love. Mm-hmm. My thing is, how do y'all perceive love? Because I don't think love is the same across the board.
Oh no, it's not.
Now you said both, but at the same time, if we're making compromises, it's some things about you I don't accept.
Right.
But let's say two people love to go to the club, love to do drugs, love to do this. I accept them. They probably accept them because it's like looking in the mirror. But let's say two people are the polar opposites. Mm-hmm. I accept his wild life, and I accept her conservative life.
Right. But
where does
that to me that
what is
doesn't
love
work.
To you?
And I say that not disrespecting anybody, because I understand now. I know now at 55, when you're not true to yourself, I'm just saying that you have to be true to yourself. That's something I had learned. If you're not true to yourself, but you're so out to make somebody else happy, somebody's not going to be happy, and that relationship in time is going to separate. Because you're not being true to your own self.
Right.
Now, when you're true to yourself,
then you don't accept that.
Yeah, then you don't. It's gonna be you won't accept, and that may not work out.
Right.
So you have to be willing to put yourself out there to learn these things and be able to accept. You can love somebody to a sense, but I'm still got to be true to myself. And I know this ain't gonna work, because you have to be. It'd be some honest questions you have to ask yourself and be real with yourself.
There you go.
Well, see, that's what I'm about to say, Jay, because it's like if showing my expression of love for you is compromising myself, then I'm gonna deal with myself with due diligence.
But how do you know it's not you? How do you know? Maybe I'm tripping.
No, because like you said, it's some things you're gonna have to accept. Just by me accepting somebody else's actions or ways, that's not saying I love them. It's saying I want to see if I can build, if that makes sense. Now, like Dre said, it's gonna get to a point once I lose myself within that, and I lose the respect for you, and I gotta look out for me. That's not love right there. There's no more compromising.
Right.
What I find interesting is that what you said, it makes sense. Do you really accept the things you don't accept? That's what you're saying.
Is that love?
Is that love, right?
I think that sounds like love.
Yeah, that is, because at the end of the day, there are two sides to the coin. We have good and we have bad. That's being a human being.
Right.
You're not all good and you're not all bad. There's usually a balance. Do you accept both sides of that coin of that person? And meaning this, you don't have to agree with a number of the things. They may not be aligned with what you would normally do, but will you accept it simply to be with that person? You feel me? I think, is that where you're going with this?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going with.
Yeah.
On that aspect, is it something that you willing accept and something you not?
I'm
but
I'm not saying me per se.
I'm just
saying
saying
is,
but no, I like that
can
you
you really
pose
say
that.
you love somebody if it's
If
something you don't accept about?
You really don't accept, but you still with them. Are you asking?
Well, I don't. In a sense, I don't accept. I can be with you and not accept something. That means that I'm either ignoring it.
Right.
I'm dealing with it.
That's what I'm. Oh, you're dealing with it. That's what it's like.
But love,
Right.
and I want to make sure I'm putting this in perspective. It
Right.
don't have to be a person. It could be a family. It could be anybody.
Right.
Can I stay in the same vicinity as you and still tell you I love you, even though I think there's some
well,
things
that's-
you
that's-
need to
that's
compromise in order to
perspective.
be able
So,
to
yeah.
accommodate me?
To
That's
coexist.
love.
Yeah, that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That's love.
Is that love?
No, because
Or is it only love if the other person agrees to it?
No, because I can love you from a distance. You can do something that
That
I
ain't
don't.
what that's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is, I'm not asking how to do it. I'm asking
Is-
based on a person, because you got some people that will accept somebody, and it kind of goes back to what Dre's saying. You got people that will accept you.
No matter
I
what.
don't have no complaints.
Right.
I just love you, and that's probably a person with low self-esteem, in my opinion. They don't know themselves. It's only when you know yourself, then you start having requirements. But love in and of itself doesn't. It's not based on intelligence, smarts. Love can be dumb.
Yes.
It's a feel, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
what is real, pure love?
Real-
because
like-
God accepts us for.
So,
you
okay.
know what I'm saying?
First of all,
Is it an action or
we'll
feeling
never
first?
love like God. You know why?
Right,
Because
that's-
we're judgmental.
So what is
because
love?
we have. Let me try here.
Break-
The best
break it
outside
down.
minds for this.
Break it down.
As is your perspective. It's a perspective to me. Love is what you're willing to accept, what you're willing not to. How much of it? Because you have to ask yourself degrees of everything you do, everything, and everything you deal with somebody. How much am I gonna be able to say this? I'm seeing this person what they really are. I'm gonna throw love into it, but then you start asking yourself, okay, am I really gonna be strong enough to accept it? Because it's all about your inner strength. It's about being, but go back to what I said, being true to yourself. How much of myself, if I'm willing to lose to be with this person, I don't think I want.
Okay, let me ask you this.
So-
But do you ask yourself, damn, do I really love this person? Now you gotta ask yourself
Because,
that.
like I said, you bring those questions, it comes into play, man. It really does. And then, like I said, when you with somebody, when you with a man with a woman, man, you know, first you're gonna see him as the physical thing, right? Okay, yeah, she's beautiful, she's smart, she's this, that, no. You're gonna uplift all her good credentials. But when them bad ones start kicking in, how much more of them good ones start to fade out? See, that's where the balance that come in right there. If you can balance those out, this is love to me.
Let me
No, Jerry, don't about the action.
well go ahead. And I gotta make an example based on you.
So
No, don't
you
base
can
it on
say-
me.
No,
I'm
no,
basing
no,
on you.
I'm not basing on him, but
Alright.
by what you're saying, right? Just say, since you love this person, and this one day she just totally pissed you off. I hate this motherfucker dude. As opposed to saying I hate you, or would you say I love you?
I don't know use the word hate though, Chris.
I'm just
I
saying, I'm mad at you.
Yeah, I can be upset
But
with
if
you,
that's right there, you
yes.
don't. Do you love that person at that point?
You can still love and be angry.
I'm saying, I get it, but I'm just saying. But
that is possible.
Would
Will you
say,
use love?
Would
Will
you
you
say
say
love
love?
at that moment?
Well, that's when you really know if you really love me. Because I'm mad at you, but I still love you. When you can say that right there, to me, for
I
me,
think now you're talking maturity level.
yeah, because then you start to grow. Because like I said, life ain't nothing but growth, and you learn from every situation. You learn what to do, what not to do. So I mean, come on.
told you yesterday, don't do it. You know.
Yeah, the fact that it has so many perspectives lets me know that love in and of itself is kind of like it's really just an emotion. It's not real.
It's all.
Because it can be broken so easily based on something that I thought you accepted. I thought you knew this about me. You know what I'm saying?
Communication can definitely complicate the degrees of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I look at it like when you were saying you can be mad at a person and still love them. And I can think of the number of times my wife and I were angry with each other about something simply because we're working out being together. But love for me, man, that's your glue. We're together. We have this understanding. And I think it goes beyond just emotion in the sense of a marriage. I'll just talk about the institution of marriage in itself. I love my wife.
Right.
And that love was manifested in more ways than, oh, I love you. You feel me? The actions, be it the resource underwriting, be it the planning, reading together, be it our interaction is our glue. We made a decision to move forward with developing our feelings towards each other. is a complicated navigational thing. You feel me?
Right.
And it's going to provoke some hate, some anger, that you're going to have to get around to be on the same page with each other. There are times, man, where my wife and I were adamantly disagreeable about some particular thing that we bumped fists on and went, we're just going to agree to disagree. Or she's even come back to me, or I even went back to her when I had a greater understanding of her perspective on it. But man, I still love her today. I just love her very differently. I love her.
See, you're kind of an exception. You're talking about, and I'm listening to you, but you're saying the love for your ex-wife, which most motherfuckers don't even, they hate their baby mama.
Yeah.
You fist bump on a disagreement.
Yeah.
You know how hard that is sometimes for even the smallest disagreement will make you look at your woman like I don't even want to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just never went at it like that.
But here it's like I'm trying to, and I ain't got no issues in my relationship. We're talking about love right now. Right. So sometimes it bothers me how easy it is we can just disconnect.
I don't get that.
When I look at the word hate, I can hate you from a distance. Hating you ain't gonna, it don't cost me nothing. I ain't gotta say nothing. It costs me no energy. I don't even have to be around what I hate.
Right.
But if I love something, it's expensive.
Yeah, it costs you feelings.
I have to compromise. I have to adjust. It's so much that comes with love.
Right.
It's like, damn, what is love? Like, why is it so easy to hate, but it's so hard to love?
You just said what I was about to
because hate doesn't call for a whole lot of responsibility.
I hate you.
Right.
But you work for love.
Dismiss, right.
You gotta work for it.
love,
You work
right,
for love.
right.
So what is it, Eric?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying. This is what I'm
Because
I can say I ain't finna talk
because
like,
love
so
is not
what is
going to
it?
be perfect. Love is growth. I mean, love has a variety of reasons of why it can be put into that word love.
But I can hate you just as much as
can
I
hate,
love
but
you.
they always say love and hate is a fine line, man. It really is.
So is it the
It
same?
depends.
But for me, only one of those two actually has benefits. I don't think you really benefit from your hate. I've always found that when I acted out my hate, I suffered some consequence for it. In fact, I told my ex-wife, sometimes I think you're a witch.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, if I hate somebody, right? If I hate somebody, can I go to them and act like I love them?
Nope.
No, you can act. Yeah, you can act like you love
That's
them.
the key word.
That's
the key word.
No,
That's the only thing. No.
actually
That's
hate
all
you.
it would be is an act.
Right.
Yeah,
Now, if
right.
you love somebody,
Yeah.
That's not an act.
Yeah. Can you act like you hate them?
can I act like I hate them?
Nope.
It would be an act.
Well, you can act like it, but you know you can't. That act would not get you an Oscar.
Well,
Come on now.
right.
Hold on. I see it. Because they're still gonna be acting in love. You have to realize it's a fine line on all this, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
basically, I'm not. So what I'm saying is, for the sake of whatever, like if I hate somebody, but I gotta be in the same room with them, can I, for the sake of what the situation, can I love them right now?
At that moment,
Because I can't act. I would have to love you in order to show love to you. I can't.
you're not
I'm not a good actor.
Okay, Eric, I got you.
Hold on, let me finish. Let's look over the flip side. Now I love you. Now I love you.
Yeah, I got you. Now, will you go harder for somebody you love, or will you go harder for the person that you hate?
I'm gonna go harder for the person I love.
So at that point, why even
Until
even bring in the hate?
until I feel like I hate you. That's what I'm saying.
So we all talking about emotion, right?
Yeah, we're talking about feelings.
Is love
It
an
is
emotion?
Yeah,
Because
that's what I'm saying.
if it's an emotion and I have to ignore this emotion to still act like I love you, then okay, it's just an emotion. Meaning it can change.
it's like, will their hate dictate your actions? That's what I'm asking.
That's a better one.
Does their hate dictate your actions?
Your level of hate.
Your level of hate. Because
Toward them?
a number of times
Yeah.
when you really don't care for that person, they've done something to show that they're not your friend or that they truly don't care for you. Am I wrong? It's easy to hate people you know got hate for you. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm just saying that I don't waste a whole lot of energy on people I already know have that particular perspective on me, and I feel very little warrant to change your mind.
Okay, all right, let's do another one. Let's do another one real quick. If somebody doesn't do something for you, and that person gets, you say no. They ask you to do something, you say no. Now they don't talk to you anymore. Or somebody just doesn't, y'all have a disagreement, and all of a sudden you treat each other, or maybe it's one person that's treating the other person like they hate them.
Right.
But that's what they feel, and they're acting on hate. How can you say I love somebody from a distance?
I think the word,
like, how can you say I love?
I think the word you putting hate too much in this. They're acting off hurt.
Hate is the opposite of
No. This is what I'm saying. When you hurt someone you love, each other, whatever, and you hurt them, then they're showing back on how they feel about how you may have hurt them in their head now. Necessary hate to me doesn't come to effect.
They don't hate
especially
you.
somebody who you know that y'all have a common bond, y'all blah, blah, whatever. But when something goes on between you two, and let's say you said no, whatever. But this person probably feels like, well, I would have told you no. Well, I'm hurt that you said this. You're using hurt and you putting hate in there. You can't subsidize the words.
This
though.
is why.
That could be fraud too, because they used to being told yes, and you finally say no.
And there you
Why
go.
did I hurt your feelings?
All that.
But can you react out of anything other than hurt to somebody you hate? Meaning, put it like this: Can somebody you hate hurt you?
Nope.
Why you hate them in the first place then?
That's the problem.
Can you hate somebody you ain't never loved? You never even loved this person. So how can you hate
never
them?
knew him.
Yeah.
I never hated him. I never.
Can
this
you
goes back,
hate him?
No. See, exactly. I can't, because you know why? This goes back on the conversation we had episodes ago when I told you I don't judge. So if I don't judge you, I can't hate you. I can't love you. I don't know who you are. If I just met you, okay, cool cat. I will have to get to know that person. You see what I'm saying? Now, if the person do something outside of the realm of being like a friendship or just like cool like that, I don't hate you. I know how to deal with you.
Again, it has to be balanced on both sides. And this, I'm trying to, and maybe at some point we'll come to like, maybe it ain't what we thought it was. What I'm asking is, if you can't hate, if you can't love, if you can't hate somebody you never loved, that means you can't love somebody you never hated.
You know, I'm different. Drill test this. I'm different. Yo, you should know that by now. I'm different because I don't hate nobody and I don't love everybody.
That's not what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but
You're not responding.
From what I hear, you're asking if you have the capacity to hate this person you don't know.
I'm asking, do you even know if you're hating somebody? If it's an emotion, the thing is, we don't like using the word
Hate.
right.
Oh, I get what you mean.
But it's there.
But it's there. It's like, it's the underbelly.
Can you temporarily hate somebody?
Hate somebody.
Right now I hate you. Tomorrow I love you. Why we don't use the word? Why don't we use
hate?
the word?
Yeah. I get
Because the
what you're
word
saying.
hate comes.
so you be better with I can't stand.
Yeah, it's harsh.
You
Hate.
say
We
good
use
better.
substitutes, but we
Like
don't use the word
despise,
hate.
man.
Yeah.
But it's really
And people don't
hate.
like that
But
word.
it's really hate.
People don't like that word hate. I mean, you hate me?
I think
draw more.
black people don't like the word hate because we don't want to hate.
I don't know. I actually think it's across the board. I don't think white people in a relationship, if a white man tells you hate me, they'll drum up like. So I think it's just natural. I'm just saying nobody wants to be hated.
Will say, I hate you,
Especially
Mom.
if you know you don't hate them.
Bro,
And they
the
give a
whole
jump.
house.
Yeah, they hate for real. Because they
See,
have
that's a
hate.
different type of hate though.
Hate has to be in your heart, is what I'm saying.
So if it's not in there, like Drake just said, I could understand a lot of black people don't want to have that in their heart because of so much hate that's been put on them. That might be a subsidized or something in your unconscious. Like
If somebody you love
said they
hurt
hate
you,
me,
how you react to that's in your heart.
well,
We all got hate. We all got love. I'm just saying we just don't want to say it.
No, I ain't gonna say said. Well, I put it like this here. If it have happened, because I've had instances that I didn't give a damn about certain family members at certain points. I didn't hate them, understood what they was going through. I wasn't the best of kinfolk at that time, because had I seen you face to face, we probably would have did some harm to each other. But I was gonna harm you out of love because you did something wrong. It was a disconnect somewhere within the family dynamic. But I don't hate you. I wouldn't even say I can't stand you. At that point, I can say I was actually mad and disappointed. That's what brought along the anger. It wasn't hate.
Yeah, generally when folk harbor hate or love, it's based on something you've done. You know what I mean? Is it really directed towards you, or is it directed towards something you've done that I hate about you?
Right.
You feel me? So,
yeah.
But I do agree that that is the core feeling. It's not dislike, it's not despisement, it's hate. It is. In a number of times it's hate. But no, man, I in my divorce, I never felt or harbored any hatred towards my ex-wife. I never hated my ex-wife when we were married. Never, I may dislike something you do or something about you, but that core I hate.
I'm playing devil's advocate, to be honest with you. I'm just, these are things.
No, I think that's good that you are. Yeah.
Because it's all perspective. There's no, things like this is no wrong or right. And then when you really look at the scope of it, like, damn, have we been kind of using this out of context? Like, do I really feel this? Because sometimes it's hard to tell somebody you love them when you acting like you hate them.
Yeah.
Right? Let's say somebody always got an attitude. They're always like, I don't even like you. But I'm with you.
Well, when I got divorced, my ex and I, we literally sat down and talked about how we were going to do it, because we had a son and we didn't want it to affect him adversely. In fact, we didn't tell him until summer so that it wouldn't affect his school, and he literally fell to the ground. He was 8, fell to the ground when we told him, devastated. I knew, kids are resilient. Took him a little while, but he bounced right back. And our relationship, not that our relationship was already good, but man, it went great. I mean, it just blossomed because I had to put forth the effort to be more involved. I mean, I wore 55 and Highway 6 out going there because they're in Oxford. And my whole thing was to make sure he knew Dad was there no less than he was when he was in the house. You feel me? Dad's just up the street an hour and 20 minutes. And 2, I didn't play that me against her game, I told Granny, if your mom said it, I was right there when she said it, you just didn't see me. You feel me? Because I wanted it to be amicable. I know that us breaking up was going to be hard enough. For him, it was going to be really hard. But like I said, my ex and I, we didn't harbor no hatred towards each other. We just grew apart, and we acknowledged that, and we didn't use him as an excuse to stay in it. Right. We just figured out the best way to split up without it being this vicious malice. Man, we didn't do any of that. We just didn't.
Is it hard for you to tell somebody that you love them? But what did you say to the people that?
I think it's easy to say you love them, but show them you love them.
When you feel that whatever that is that doesn't feel like love, it's hard to show somebody you love them. It's very easy to tell them, because if they said to you, I love you, and you're like, I love you too. But right now, I like, man, you get
You feel what I'm saying? So what's
that's
that?
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. To be continued on that. Now listen, we got this last segment. We got about 5 minutes, so we got the last segment. I'm finna ask you some agree or disagree questions.
Sure.
Right? You tell me if you agree or disagree. All right. It's possible to love 2 women exactly the same.
You talking at the same time?
Yeah. Same love. Same time.
Not for me.
Is it
I'm not saying it's not possible. I think it's possible because you got, look, when you look at our history, we had kings who had wives.
Exactly.
So I think it's absolutely possible in that sense. I personally, I try not to complicate it. I like one woman to concentrate on myself.
Gotcha.
That's me. But no, I think in that sense, yeah, I do think it's possible.
Y'all agree?
You know.
But I ain't gonna love you the same.
Oh, did you say the same? The same?
Yeah.
No, I don't think the same because we're different. I don't think
Right,
you
right.
could love her the same way you love the other person on the same level. It depends.
I don't think you can.
I don't think. It
think
depends.
it
Yeah.
Because of what happened is when your feelings start kicking in more. So let's say she doing this, but she ain't doing this, and she starting to do a lot more. Then you're gonna start rationing out like I may still love you, but I'm still, So my thing is you can't. It's not gonna never equal out. So
No, I'll say this. You're right in a sense. You can't in a sense, but I just feel like where she's missing something she has,
yeah.
then you're gonna love them both differently.
Yeah, so it means, to me,
Will you love them on the same level?
I don't think so.
Yes.
In
I
that
don't think so.
brother? Yeah.
Not because can love be a comfortability?
You still on the love?
No. Since you said that, we said like same. That's why I say I don't think that's possible because I can be comfortable with this type of love and I can be comfortable with this type of love. That don't mean they necessarily the same.
They ain't gonna be the same because the people ain't the same.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
And that's
So-
what I was saying. I know I personally, I've just found just me and that one woman.
Yeah.
I mean,
Make it
just
look
being
hard.
honest with you, man, I've just found that you can take that to the bank all the way. That the two women deal, like I said, I know a guy in Atlanta right now married to 3 women, and they've been together for over 20 years.
all three.
All 3, all 4, the 4 of them. He's with 3
He
women.
got it figured out.
Yeah. So and they're still together to this day. So I can't say that he loved all 3 of them on the same level
They
because,
all was a benefit in some shape, form,
but they
or fashion.
certainly have made it work for quite a while.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
They made it work for quite some time. Yeah.
Second question. Can a woman counsel a man?
I think a woman can counsel a man or other women. Nobody knows more about a woman than a woman.
Right.
But can she counsel him on
Being a better man.
being a better man? I think a man would be a better counselor to a man on being a better man.
Right.
I think a woman can counsel to a man what she feels would
Benefit the relationship.
benefit the relationship. I absolutely believe that. But the best advice I remember getting, my junior high school teacher, I did some work for her when she was an administrator, when I was a young adult. I was in my 20s. And she said this to me. She says, Lonnie, if you ever want to know something about a woman, you better ask a woman.
Yeah. Right.
And I'll never forget that, man. So when I want to know something about a woman, I ask women, or usually an older woman, or some woman that I feel has the wisdom that can really drop me off something about a woman.
About
Now, if
a
I want to know something about a brother, I'm gonna ask a brother.
Right.
I'm gonna refer to a man.
And what triggered that question, man? They just had y'all know Cheyenne Bryant, the female therapist. She was just on the Shay Shay show.
Oh yeah, I saw her.
Much look woman.
And I ain't gonna lie. She one of them, like, I when she first, I started seeing it, like, oh, okay. And I, she come through my algorithm. But then at some point, I'm like, she talked as if she know how men think. That's the only thing I don't like. So a lot of things she'll project about what she wants out of a man. I'm like, man, that sounds like a woman. Women do that.
Yep.
You see,
Don't
that's
sound like
why
no
I say
man.
your question is like, you say, can she counsel a man? No, because if you do go to a woman counsel, she's gonna counsel you about the type of man she wants.
Right.
And she'll be counseling you
But
from
she-
the perspective of a woman.
Her.
And she try to counsel from a man, like what a man should be doing or how a man thinks.
Right.
And you can't do that. I don't agree with that. Man.
But then her lifestyle also reflects somebody that needs counseling. Because she's every stereotype that she talked about.
Right.
Every like,
Is she
single,
single? Yep.
toxic, indecisive. But she know what she sound good. Like,
Yeah, I've seen her
no
give
kids.
quite a few answers, but like you said, her situation counters the answers she gives, so to speak. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I feel like this in terms of we've gotten things kind of twisted I had somebody ask me, well, what do you think of masculinity in women? Like, well, me personally, being a man, I would find it quite toxic. And don't get me wrong, I think, sisters who are taking up this role of I'm going to be the dominant male or the masculine one in the relationship. I don't understand that at all.
And see, to me,
I don't even
flat
seek
out
any understanding.
stupid. I don't like that. I'm the masculine. I'm the alpha. You can't be
No,
none
you
of
can't
that.
be none of that. Not with me.
You're not
Yeah,
period.
but see,
no,
no. It's the individual who you're dealing with.
No.
You say no.
A woman cannot be an alpha.
No, listen what I'm telling you, because I was raised by an alpha woman. Hear what I'm telling you. Whoever she's dealing with, if he's allowing that, then let her be. I would never allow it. Us as men who feel like we're gonna put our foot down, would never allow. But when you've been raised by a dominant woman, that I've been.
Drake, I'm talking about the term itself.
Okay.
Alpha and woman don't go together.
I understand what
you
you're
have
saying.
a woman that can handle her business and take care of her family like she need to. She's the
I
one that's
get
the
what
most
you're saying.
dependent on.
I get what
but
you're
when you
saying.
use the term alpha woman, that
So you
does
said
not
it
go
should never be
together.
said though, right?
No,
Wow.
that's not. That
I'm gonna call it like
together.
but I call it like I see it though.
The description it don't apply.
Yeah,
to
you're
women.
right. But I'm gonna call.
We get
But if
that.
I see an alpha woman that's in a household, I'm gonna call it like I see it. It may not ain't supposed to fit, but I'm gonna call it whatever I see, man. And I've seen it. So it all depends on that man too. If you allow this, then yeah, you stay in that position.
If they allow
You ever heard the old saying when you got the damn fool keep hitting their head against the wall, just them bang their head against the wall because you allow this. Real men are not letting a woman. It's just let a woman be the alpha. And you better not even have that terminology in your head. Not deal with me.
So you believe in beta male?
I don't believe. I've seen it. But do I believe in it?
But it's alpha is an energy. Sigma is an energy.
Yes.
Beta is an energy. They're energies. The word is the word with its name, but it's an energy. So a man can be you can be a beta man.
Yes.
Because you have
Female
more feminine energy than you have masculine. It's supposed to be a balance. So it can, and that's different to discuss. Like it's what you take the word alpha out. You got some women that would run over some of these niggas out.
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Yes. So does that make him an alpha, or are you just talking about the energy?
In their
of an
relationship, she's
It's
the
an
alpha.
energy relationship. She's the alpha.
There's
in the
alpha
relationship.
even in animals. There's
Man,
women that the female
alpha? And it's
can be the
and it's
alpha.
predominantly the male.
But
yeah,
that's probably but I've seen, you can see out, man, who's the dominant one or the masculine one in the relationship, which I find really interesting in the sense that I never thought it was headed that direction. So, man, I'm just being honest.
You sure
because,
right.
Like, don't get me wrong, man. I personally, man, I love a girly girl. I do.
Every man does.
Man, I love a feminine woman. Ain't nothing. Give me a feminine woman.
Yes.
Now, the ones that I see that are working out the gyms who have that kind of masculine bravado about them, I'll just say this, I'm almost blinded to them. It's not that I dismiss, it's just that it's not an attractive thing for me
I
personally.
think it's a mental chemical imbalance.
Yeah, but it doesn't, I will say this, it doesn't change my carnal attraction to them. I'm a man. So I'll see a fine, tight, physically fit woman. I don't find it any less attractive than I do a very feminine woman. However, she's not my personal taste. Like I said, I like a girl. I like a woman who leans in her femininity.
Right.
Because I'm leaning in my masculinity. You feel
And
me?
ain't no wrong. Women would say, I want a masculine man.
want a masculine
I want a
man.
manly man.
Yeah. I don't know that I'm an alpha male because I don't feel the need to be the loudest brother in the room.
Yeah.
Or to feel that ain't never been. I'm more laid back.
You a Sigma.
I'm a Sigma guy. That's just me. But I don't feel intimidated by an alpha or anybody else. You know.
But you said you think you can. There's points where you can have to use the alpha. Like still be.
Oh
laid
yeah,
back, but
I mean
there's gonna be
there's
a point
times
where
where you're gonna be
now
more
I need to
alpha.
get more aggressive
Yeah,
with it.
A Sigma will
Yeah.
when it's
Yeah,
necessary.
when it's necessary.
Alpha do it all the time.
All
They
the time,
want
right.
everybody to know.
You're
So I
right.
guess
But
I'm
it's
a
Sigma.
Sigma then. Hell.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if
Keep
it's
running on track real quick.
if it's certain things that said.
Okay, sure. Y'all finna press poke. Okay.
Yeah. No,
certain
but
ways,
we gonna
yeah.
finish it. What's up, man?
How you doing, bro?
We gonna finish the part. Yeah, real quick. See you in a minute. What's up? You all right?
He's a poker player.
Yeah, you're a poker player, man.
But no, man, just like I said, I just like a girly girl, man. I like a woman who leans in her femininity.
Yeah, just sit that charger down on the ground. Yeah.
And who can appreciate man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whom chivalry isn't dead with. You feel me? I mean, I've dated an ultra feminist, and it didn't.
Feminist?
An ultra feminist, ultra like way past feminist.
Ultra feminist, almost like a masculine.
Yeah. She, you know, she shunned the notion of chivalry. You know, she didn't appreciate you getting the door, or didn't appreciate or respect the fact that you weren't going to sit with your back to the door anywhere. You feel me? And that didn't work for me. I'm just being honest. I was like, look, I'm playing one role in this, and that is of a man. You know, I can't play.
You play the same role.
Yeah, I can't play no other role than this, and it's not being chauvinistic, Neanderthal, or anything. It's just that, you know, I know what it means to be a man in a relationship.
What do you think it'll take the concept of people to bring that concept back and acknowledge it? What it.
And I've certainly tried to instill that in my son, what it means to be a man, not so much just the role that you play, your position in it, your accountability in it as a man. But, you know, man, we've gotten so, what's the word now, open to everybody's idea and perception of what it is to be that I think we've convoluted I just think it's gotten kind of convoluted.
And men don't. This is the first time I've seen men this liberal, this accepting of so many nuances that it's like y'all. We would, and again, I'm gonna say this, but I remember like gay. Mm-hmm. You know, it was called Sissy 5 Punk.
Yep.
It was
ostracized at the time with Sean. Yeah, it was for a number of years, especially in our younger years. Yeah. I grew up with a gay brother.
Really?
I lost a brother to AIDS. Yeah, in the 90s. He was gay. We knew he was gay when we were kids. He played with the girls, all of that. And it didn't make me love him any less. In fact, I'll never forget, Andre came to me when he was like maybe 20, 25 years old and asked me if I hated him because he was gay. I said, no, I don't hate you at all. In fact, I broke it down to him just like this. I said, look, Dre, I spend as much time considering your homosexuality as you do my heterosexuality.
Right.
That's how often I think about you being gay. I don't.
Right.
Right? I said, my only issue with homosexuals, and I expressed this to them at that time, is when you're not homo-hating, homo-uncomfortable, what you say, just putting down then they figure you're a recruit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? That I don't like.
Right.
I said, I'm giving you what you want because I'm respecting you as a human being. I don't reduce anybody to their sexuality.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
But don't get it twisted. Right. That doesn't mean simply because I'm comfortable within myself and with my own sexuality enough to be around. I can be in a room full of gay men. I'm walking out straight as I came in. Right. You feel me? But I do find that part of it when y'all feel that, oh, well, then he must be. No, I'm not. I'm just simply comfortable with me.
Comfortable with me. That don't try to bring me to your world.
I don't feel no discomfort being around you simply because that's your choice of sexuality. You know,
we finishing up the podcast and we're gonna get to it.
So
it's a chair in there. I'll grab a chair.
That's on my car.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, man. Yeah. That I don't. No.
Yeah. And my bad. We ran into.
Okay.
Normally we do
this
2
cool.
hour
This
shows.
cool. Did you have any more questions?
I got one more. I got one more
Yeah.
because I did want to finish it. I actually got 2. I'm just do one. Can you truly understand something without experiencing it? You never experienced it before. Can you truly understand it?
I personally can't. No, but even in my gig, I do research before I start an art project or a graphic design project. If I'm doing a brand or anything, I want to know as much as I can about that thing before I even start working on it. Now, I can appreciate an experience I don't fully understand, but no, if I don't understand it, then I'm missing something. You know, I feel like I'm missing something.
Right.
So,
Right. Well, I did want to get more into it, but we're gonna do a part 2 with you, bro.
Man, sure, I come back. You know that.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
come
you,
back.
man.
I enjoyed this, man. Absolutely, bro.
Anytime.
Is it anywhere that's displayed where they can get your art from, or are you not like really marketing any art right now?
I mean, they can go to LonnieRobinsonArt.com. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm on Facebook. I'm not. I admit I suck at social media, so
Yeah.
most artists do. But like I said, my work is all over town. I say I would tell people go to Hattie Lou Theater. I got a lot of paintings there that are here local. Yeah,
In Midtown.
In Midtown.
Yeah. Okay.
Go there. The official portrait of Dr. King that's down at City Hall. That's part of the MLK Conference Center there. I did that portrait during MLK 50th. Yeah, sure did. So,
Y'all heard it right out the horse's mouth. Go check them pictures out.
You did. And we're gonna do this quick ad real quick, man. This episode is sponsored in part by Artichoke H2O. The best water on the market, you did.
It is.
None of the additive preservatives and all that
nothing.
other chemicals that's in
Great
water.
water.
It's
Great
straight
water.
from the spring and it's in a canister so it stays alkaline, man. Go get you some Artichoke H2O. Shout out to Miss Glenn Wilson. You did.
You didn't give the guest water, man.
Because I had number 3.
He was around. I didn't know something.
Next time, brother.
we good, man.
Nah,
We
matter of
good,
fact, I'm
we
trying to
good.
get you a whole case, man. Real talk. It's just a quick ad.
I enjoyed it, gents.
Man, we enjoyed you too.
That's been another episode, man. We'll see y'all in the next episode.
All right.